New York City. Rafi Gardet comes to see her therapist, Lisa Metzger, and tells her she has signed her divorce papers. Dave Bloomberg is at home when his friend Morris calls. Dave joins Morris as he goes to see a girl, he who has dumped him after their first date. Morris smears a cream pie in her face. This time, though, the girl calls her brothers out from the house, and Dave and Morris do a quick escape in their car. Dave goes to see a movie with a girl. In front of the theater, he meets an acquaintance, Randall, who introduces him to his friends Catherine and Rafi. Dave finds the nerve to ask her out. Dave picks Rafi up at her apartment building. At the restaurant he talks about the quirks of his Jewish family. They buy beer at an all-night store, and Dave has to show ID. Rafi asks Dave how old he is. She is 37 and he is 23. Dave convinces her to continue the date, and he takes her to a secret garden hidden behind a gate. Rafi is back with her therapist. Rafi tells Lisa about the age difference, though she lies and says Dave is 27, and she isn't sure she should be getting into a relationship, but Lisa says it's a good thing. Later Dave talks to his mother on the phone. She is worried that he is dating a girl who isn't Jewish. Dave goes to his family home, and we discover that his mother is Rafi's therapist. After dinner they have argue. Lisa believes faith to be central in a person's life and thinks it causes too many problems to marry outside your faith. Dave tells her that the woman he is dating is older than him, he says 27. Dave visits Rafi at her apartment. They talk about art, listen to jazz and kiss. Dave and Morris go to a bakery to get Morris another cream pie, and Dave tells Morris about his feelings for Rafi. Dave and Rafi go out again and end up sleeping together. Rafi goes to see Lisa again and talks excitedly about Dave. She blurts out his real age and admits that she was and is embarrassed by the age difference. She also says he is an artist, though he is not very confident about it and his family is not supportive. Lisa looks startled and asks where he lives. She realizes that they are talking about her son and breaks off their session. Dave takes Rafi out again, and they have a candlelight dinner next to a big painting by Rafi's favorite artist. Another day she comes to see him play basketball and takes him home to bed. Back at Lisa's office, Rafi talks about how much sex she and Dave have, how happy she is and how beautiful his penis is. They also touch on personal hygiene, and Rafi explains how Dave never used Q-tips before he met her. But Rafi also talks about her doubts about whether she and Dave can have a serious relationship. In another scene, Dave tells Rafi how his mother and family do not accept that Dave is dating a non-Jew. He remembers how he introduced a former girlfriend, who was black, to his grandmother, and how she reacted by whacking herself on the head with a frying pan. On the same day, Dave loses his job and has to find a new place to stay because his grandparents are swapping apartments with relatives. He goes to see Rafi at work, at a fashion shoot, and offends her employer. But he is soon forgiven, and at night they go dancing. Rafi insists they go to Dave's place after. She finds out he lives with his grandparents and laughs. She sees his paintings for the first time and tells him he should paint for a living. Dave drops off some stuff at his parents' place, saying he is staying with Morris for a while. When Rafi arrives for her appointment with Lisa at the office next door, Lisa narrowly keeps the two from meeting. Rafi tells her that Dave is moving in with her. That weekend the couple go to the Hamptons to visit Rafi's friends, a gay couple, David Costabile and Will McCormick, along with Randall, also gay, and Catherine. The group discuss politics and arts, but Dave feels excluded and feels like he's being tested. Dave and Rafi go to a gallery opening. She lets her contacts know about his art, but she doesn't introduce him to some of her friends. Dave still doesn't have a job and just hangs around Rafi's apartment all day. One day Lisa goes into a furniture store with her husband, and they have to hide when she sees Dave and Rafi there. In their next consultation, Rafi tells Lisa about her problems with Dave, but Lisa interrupts her. She tells Rafi the truth. Rafi is shocked and angry. She tells Dave, and Dave argues with his mother on the phone. Dave brings Morris to Rafi's apartment one day but hides him in a closet when Rafi comes home early because she doesn't like other people in the apartment. She finds out and blames Dave for acting like a child. They fight. Later at a restaurant, Rafi breaks up with Dave. One of Rafi's art connections comes to see Dave's pictures. He buys two and wants to set up a show. Dave also gets his own apartment. He is still down about Rafi, but Morris takes him out, and Dave ends up bringing a girl home with him, a model he previously met at Rafi's photo shoot, Minnie Andon. But soon after, he and Rafi meet in a grocery store and rush back to his place to have sex. They rekindle their relationship, and Dave talks his mother into having them over for dinner with the whole family. Rafi and Lisa make friends again, and the family seem to relax about the idea of Rafi and Dave together, and of Dave being a painter. Rafi mentions the possibility of having children with Dave. Rafi learns of Dave's night with the model. Heartbroken, she confronts him. Dave talks to his mother, who tells him she understands his love for Rafi, but that sometimes good things come to an end. One night Dave goes to see Rafi, who comes home at the same moment. Dave apologizes. Next, we see them in bed together. Dave says he wants to make a baby with her. Rafi says she can't let that happen. 1 year later, winter. Dave and Morris are walking down a street. Dave is talking about leaving and seeing the world. He realizes he forgot his hat in a restaurant, and he goes back for it. At the restaurant, he sees Rafi and her friends at a table. He turns away and goes outside, but then he wipes a circle in the frost-clad window. Rafi sees him, they look at each other, she smiles.
Please subscribe for more movie